What is up, Earth Sphere citizens and rebel colonists? I am just a simple new type, and in this episode, we are going through After Colony 195. Last time, Heero tried to blow himself up once again, and Trowa plans for a big bang at the circus. In this episode, we see the recreation of Unit 1. We also see Zechs finally master the Tallgeese, and Relina decides to get into politics. So let's get into this. Zechs is going through tests with the Tallgeese. It seems that he is finally starting to master its controls. Meanwhile, a Cancer and Ares attacks an Alliance base. These two mobile suits are piloted by Alex and Mueller. The base surrenders, but they have no intention of taking prisoners and continue destroying the base. After they destroy the base, they head back to Lake Victoria. They are heading back to get some supplies. They are former students of Noin. When they get back to the base, they realize their former ace piloting school is now a mobile suit maintenance base. They need more men, but the base can't supply them with more troops. The only pilot at the base is Zechs. They confront Zechs. They are planning on attacking the Mogadishu fortress of the former Alliance. He decides that he will join them as a subordinate. Zechs is a colonel, while Alex and Mueller are lieutenants, so this is unorthodox. They all head out in their mobile suits and begin their assault. The Alliance uses the Noventa cannon to try to prevent the attack. They fire the cannon towards the Tallgeese, but it does nothing to the unit. Due to its speed, the Alliance is unable to lock onto the unit. Zechs destroys the base's anti-air defenses. Zechs sends a transmission to the base to surrender and they accept, but Alex and Mueller continue killing. Zechs finds this appalling. They begin attacking Zechs, but he kills Mueller instantly. He goes underwater and finds Alex and rips his Cancer apart. Back at the base, he sends a report to Noin about teaching more than just skills to her pilots. Zechs goes to the hangar where he has the remains of Unit 01. Meanwhile, Trowa is scouting the base. Last time, he volunteered himself for a suicide mission, destroying an Oz base using the circus as a front. He prepares for the performance and unveils his heavy arms Gundam. He starts attacking the base. Catherine, the girl from the circus following Trowa, tries to convince him not to kill himself. She does what any self-respecting Gundam character would do. Her tears are literally able to stop Trowa. The name of the episode is called Catherine's Tears. Title drop. The next day, Trowa and Heero take off with the heavy arms on the back of a truck. As they take off, Catherine mentions that she is sure that he will return to the circus one day. Heero and Trowa are in a library researching Sylvia Noventa, who is the granddaughter of Field Marshal Noventa. Noventa was killed when Heero struck down his shuttle, not realizing that he was one of the few Alliance members that was preaching peace and negotiation. Now that Noventa and his people are gone, all that is left is nationalists and warmongers. While researching, Trowa tells Heero to take better care of himself. He is probably still injured from the dislocation of his shoulder, and he tried to blow himself up twice now. They find out that Sylvia is in Marseille. Meanwhile, the Romefeller Foundation is having a meeting. Everything that is happening within Oz is all according to their plan. Noin and Relina are taking part in this meeting. Noin tries to convince Relina of the need for Oz's power and why they must rule, but Relina is reminded of Heero's sacrifices. Trace Kujanada gives a speech about becoming better than gods. Relina takes the mic and let the Romefeller Foundation members know that the Gundam is coming for all of them. After Noin gets a hold of her and they head out, the people are concerned that Trace is giving Zechs too much power and that they don't want him to use the broken Gundam and to destroy it. Trace says he will make this happen. Noin informs Zechs of the situation. It seems Zechs is going to keep his relationship to Relina a secret for now. Trace says that God is imaginary and pours one out to the homies. Sylvia is sad about losing her grandfather and doesn't want to leave, but the city is under attack. Ares goes in and attacks Leos. While this is happening, Trowa knocks out a pilot and uses his communication system to figure out what's going on. Trowa goes out in the heavy arms while Heero almost runs over Sylvia. The Ares destroys all the Leos. All that is left is...
It's a Gundam!
That's what I was gonna say. The heavy arms wipes out 5 Ares with ease. Afterwards, Heero and Sylvia go to visit Noventa's grave. He gives her a gun and tells her that he was the one that killed Noventa and that she should take her revenge, but she calls him a coward. He leaves to go visit her grandmother for further redemption. So dramatic. At Lake Victoria, Zechs has Unit 1 destroyed, but an inspector wants to ensure that everything has been completely destroyed. It seems that this man is trying to catch Zechs in an act of insubordination. And of course, Zechs, in fact, did not destroy the Gundam, and it is hidden at the bottom of the lake. Heero eventually meets up with all the people that he was trying to make amends for. Trowa wonders if he is satisfied. Trowa finds it odd to put his life in his victim's family's hands. It is very Shakespearean of an option, that's for sure. Someone is tailing them. Trowa tries to chase them off. They eventually meet in the hangar where the Heavy Arms is located. Trowa and Heero meet with Noin. It seems that Zechs wants to fight once again with Heero. Specifically, Zechs wants the chance to kill Heero. Relina shows up at Lake Victoria base demanding to know where Zechs and Heero Yui are. She wants to contact the granddaughter of Noventa. Zechs is trying to make Gundam Wing functional before Heero Yui arrives. He wants to make the final modifications to the 01 unit. Trace questions why he gives Zechs so much power within Oz. He then comes to the conclusion that Zechs wouldn't betray him. That night, Heero works on Heavy Arms for Trowa so he can rest. Relina researches information regarding Sylvia Noventa and finds out that Heero is still alive. Relina learns of the mistakes that Heero made in regards to the Noventa family. Relina heads to Sicily to meet with Noventa. Everyone gets nice winter coats. They are heading to the South Pole. Heero is struggling with his injury. There is nothing that they could do to fix the 01's arm, and Zechs wants to use parts of the Tall Geese to fix the Gundam. Noin's carrier is being attacked. She goes out to try to protect the ship. Her mission is to get Heero to the Gundam, and she will make sure that that will happen. Backup Leos come in and overwhelm Noin's Ares. The shuttle turns around and heads back for Noin. They are surrounded. Noin surrenders, but they aren't into taking prisoners currently. The shuttle comes in and attacks the Leos. Trowa calls the shuttle pilot weak and launches in his Heavy Arms. He starts taking out mobile suits with ease. His long-range weapons runs out and he starts doing melee damage. Trowa does that move from the Mobile Suit Gundam Endless Waltz fighter game on the SNES and then wonders why he has to continue killing. Colonel Zechs finally meets with Heero and Trowa. Zechs recognizes that Heero is named after the former colony leader who was assassinated and wonders if that is his real name. Heero responds by asking whether Zechs is his real name. They go on to see the Gundam that is more or less restored. Heero plans on thanking Zechs by ensuring that he kills him. Am I supposed to be captivated by this scene or be turned on? I think the mystery is what makes this nonsense captivating sometimes. Heero shakes Zechs' hand. He mentions that this is his first handshake ever. Relina is still chasing Heero. Noin is informed of her movement. Zechs notices that the Gundam pilots are desperate and lives the life of a true soldier. Zechs finds himself weak amongst the Gundam pilots. Oh my god, someone fight or someone fuck already. Come on, let's go. Meanwhile, Noin thinks that Zechs is doing all of this to protect Relina. Heero decides to use Trowa's Heavy Arms for his rematch with Zechs. Zechs wants the rematch to be true to his battle that they had in Siberia. The battle begins. Heero uses snow clouds to cover his heat source. 3 hours have passed since the battle has started. Trowa is bored and finds this meaningless. I'm right there with you, Trowa. I want to go edit some Universal Century videos, but sometimes we all waste time, right, Trowa? Heero detaches the Gatling gun. He is out of ammo. He wields his beam saber against the Tall Geese. As Relina travels to the Barclay base towards Heero, Ares mobile suits surround her shuttle and tell them to land. They ignore their orders. As they try to shoot her down, Unit 01 comes to help her. It is Trowa in the Wing Gundam. He tells Relina that Heero is fighting right over there.
Don't tell her that, Trowa. She's just gonna run in and do something dumb.
Zechs and Heero continue fighting. Heero's arm is significantly damaged and he is struggling. Relina comes in and realizes the sexual tension in this situation. She goes to Noin and says, "Hey, you, are you looking at this? This isn't a fight." She denounces everything that Zechs is doing with Heero currently. That is when Noin comes in and tells Relina that he is her brother and that she must allow Heero and Zechs to have sex for the sake of the Sand Kingdom. What? Relina understands the situation and tells Noin to take care of her brother. Alliance troops comes in to take everyone out. Zechs decides to protect everyone while they get away. Everyone escapes while Zechs does some damage. And that will do it for this episode. I'm really wondering how this was the Gundam series that originally got me into Gundam, as this is extremely sexually loaded, while at the same time being relatively boring. It does get better, or at least that is what I'm going to keep telling myself. Next time, we will catch up with Ketra and Duo. Also, all of the Gundam engineers meet up, Trowa joins Oz, and we head to the moon.
This will also probably be our last week of focusing a lot of attention in the Cosmic Era, as Gundam Seed Freedom will be released. We will now focus only a little bit of attention on the Cosmic Era.
But until next time, if you really hate someone, maybe try kissing them instead. It just might work. Peace.